Namaste, this is Pradeep and I have Mr. Arvind with me. Today he is going to demonstrate one of the most commonly practiced posture known as Uttanasana, forward bend posture. And I'm going to explain that what are the complications in this pose and will help you understand that what are the regular movement practice that you can do to improve your practice with this posture and especially avoid your lower back discomfort and your back of the thigh discomfort. So I would request Arvind to come in front of mat and bring your feet together. Now let's see that how a forward bend looks like. So let's do a complete forward bend. Let's show your best. And as you can see that he is quite flexible. In Uttanasana, few rules that we want our hands to remain next to our feet, hands shoulder distance apart. Then we want to bend the elbows backward. Shoulders should be broad, wide. Neck should be long, chin should be down, and the spine should be slightly rounded forward as you can see. Knees are going to be straight. You are going to lift your sitting bones higher. So these are a few things that you want to keep in mind. Now how this posture should feel when you are in this position. So that there will be a gentle stretch in your whole back of the thigh, including your lower back and upper back. Now to quickly summarize it, to stretch our back of the calves and thighs, we want to emphasize on straightening the knees. And to straighten the knees, we don't need to push our knees backward, rather we need to lift our sitting bones higher. To increase the stretch in lower back, we want to keep your ribs lifted in. And to stretch our upper back, we want to bend the elbows backward and pull the elbows inward. And then to stretch the back of the neck, we want our head to bow down. So this is a complete Uttanasana. Now relax. Now Arvind, can you demonstrate this posture as a beginner? So like how we see a beginner practicing this posture, we see them having this round. Now with beginner, what is the case? That this round in the spine it's happening because of very stiff back of the thighs. So I'm going to help you understand some movement that can improve this movement. And also the discomfort that you feel at lower back, remember it's not only because you have tight thighs, but it is also because you are not used to this round of spine. So let's start with the spine. So let's come in table position. Now in table position, I want him to bring the knees a little forward, make the table a little short. And now let's do cat pose. So round your back, bring your head down. Now in this position, we want shoulders to remain broad. We want hips to squeeze toward the shoulders toward the hip, and trying to lift as high as we can and try to create a really nice arch in the back. And during this, we'll have a nice length and stretch in the back of the body. It is going to engage our abs. It is also going to warm us really well. You can also dynamically do it, or you can just hold this for 30 seconds to a minute. And this is going to keep your abs really strong. This is going to help your spine release any sort of compression if it is there because of any back bend or in general. After that, I want you to bring your one knee to the nose or your forehead and try to squeeze it again harder, lift it higher. You can again hold it for a few seconds, then change the leg and do the same with other leg, left knee to your forehead. Remember, you want to keep your ribs really high and try to create as much forward bend as possible using the abs and squeezing the knees to the forehead. Then you relax. Now let's sit down with straight leg forward. The next position that we want to practice is we want to keep our hands next to our knees and then try to keep the chest, chin up. Then we want to pull the toes towards us strongly. Press the thighs strongly downward and feel the thighs strongly burning. Now we will point one leg toe and try to lift this leg off and stay. We'll hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds, or you can do it 5 seconds, repeat few times, then release down, pull this toe towards you, press the thigh down, point this foot toe and raise this leg up. Now when you do this position, you'll feel a lot of engagement here. If you are doing this first time, you may feel a bit of cramps, which is completely fine. And now release your leg down. Now slightly lean back, bend your knees, try boat pose. So lean back, bend the knees and come in boat pose, easy version. Now in boat pose, your hands should be in the front, raise your hands off the floor. Now try to lift your feet off the floor. Now bring your knees as close as possible to the chest, stay here. Now point your foot forward and try straightening your leg as much as you can. And let's hold here. Now try to keep your chest lifted up, reaching your hands forward and pull your legs closer to your heart. Just hold this position for 10-15 seconds and you'll feel immense amount of engagement of your front body, and it'll help you relax and release the tension from whole back of the body. Now release. Let's perform Uttanasana again. After doing these set of movements, even on one day, you will notice that there is immense amount of or significant difference in your forward bend, how it feels. Not necessarily it is going to look different sometimes, but the way you were feeling before is definitely going to improve, and this position is going to feel very comfortable and relaxing for you. And anyway, nothing changes overnight, so it doesn't mean that what we did is going to change your Uttanasana right away. But if you practice these movements regularly, maybe in the routine of your asana practice or even without, then this position will improve really well. Thank you, Arvind. So you can come back up. I hope this information helps you. Practice regularly, and soon your Uttanasana will become as best as possible. Namaste.